So in university, I wrote a piece about women's rugby. First feature I ever wrote in my life was about women's rugby. Our women's rugby team was going to play in the Canada West final. And I was like, that's interesting. I'm a sports editor. I guess I'll go talk to them. And I go to their practice and I start talking to people. And I just get really, I think this story is wonderful. The people in it are wonderful. Like talking to them is so interesting. And I travel with them over to UVic to play this rugby match. And the rugby match is incredible. It is incredible. Like one of the more dramatic sporting events I've ever seen to this day. One player scores 3 tries in the second half that are 75 yards or longer to like beat a much better, bigger team. And they hold on at the goal line at the end, and it's gorgeous. Like, it's gorgeous. And so I write this piece, like a big, long piece. I write 81 inches, I remember. I don't know how many words that is, but it's probably like 2,500 words, maybe even more. And I hand it to a guy named Doug Kwan, who's our news editor. And he was known as the Axeman because he could cut anything. And I go, and I'm very nervous. I'm super nervous. And I go, tell me what you think. And I give it to him, and I go off, and I don't know what I go. I go to a bar. I don't know what I do. And I come back to the office, and he's gone. And he's left a note. And it says, oh, man. I almost get emotional about this. He said, I wouldn't change a word. And I wrote a piece recently that was the longest piece I ever wrote. It was about a trans basketball player. And I was, again, I was actually quite nervous about this piece because I put a lot of work into it. And I talked to Doug, who's now a news editor at the Vancouver Sun, about it because it was relatively local. And I said, tell me what you think. And he said the same thing 30 years later, almost 30 years later. He said, like, I wouldn't change a word.